Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for clicking on the video as always. It feels a bit weird to say that. It's been maybe 2 months since I've done a video, and I really haven't done much since then. I haven't been out at all, and I guess I've kind of forced myself out on this trip to try and get back in the swing of things. But as you probably guessed from the video title, the aim is to walk to basically the northwest tip of Cape Wrath. The plan is to have 2 nights, so it's Monday afternoon just now, and I'm making my way into Sandwood Bay, and we're going to camp there tonight, and then we'll see how we feel in the morning, and if we have the motivation, hopefully head from Sandwood Bay up to the very north coast. I'm not sure if I'll go to Cape Wrath itself, but I definitely would like to go to the Bothy up there. I've always called it Kjarvik and Bothy. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but it's a really nice spot, and I've wanted to go there for some time, so hopefully, if all goes to plan, that's what we'll do. It's fairly warm and sunny at the moment, quite humid. It's around 20 degrees today. I think the weather's supposed to stay the same for the next couple of days. I'm not going to complain because it's been quite a cool, miserable summer this year. That's after that really hot, dry period, which was just ridiculous, so it is nice to see the sun again. But yeah, if that interests you, stick around, and I hope you enjoy the video. So I'm just coming down the hill and getting my first glimpse of the bay, and just as my brain was getting excited about that, at the very same moment it flew all the way back to the kitchen countertop in my house, and on that kitchen countertop is sitting my little pocket rocket gas stove. Can't believe it. I'm planning to stay up here for the week, so I had the van like full of stuff for doing different things as well. Had loads of stuff out. I've got the pot and my gas canister and everything, lighters, everything you need, but I've forgotten my gas stove. So I think that's made the decision for me, unfortunately, that I'll camp here tonight. Definitely I can have a cold, you know, dehydrated meal or some snacks, that doesn't bother me, but the rest of the trip was potentially another 1 or 2 nights, and you know, I might need to boil water and that kind of stuff, so I think it's just a bit much without my gas stove. So anyway, I'll change the title of the video to Sandwood Bay instead of Cape Wrath. Well, Sandwood Bay definitely didn't disappoint. What a place, especially in this weather as well. I've just found a little sheltered spot out of the wind to have a bit of a drink and a snack, because, well, it's only 5 o'clock. I feel like I've got all the time in the world now. We'll have all tomorrow as well. Now we're not going to Cape Wrath, so I'm not in any rush to do anything. I'm a little disappointed about the gas stove, obviously, but at the same time, I don't know if my head was really in the longer trip or not, or whether that's a sign, I don't know. But after the last few weeks, it's just good to be out, somewhere different, out of the house. We've just made our way to the north end of the beach, and we're going to cross this outflow here from Sandwood Loch, which is just a little bit inland. We saw it as we were walking down. Yeah, we'll make our way up sort of this steep bank here, and there's a couple of spots you can see from here that look quite good. Yeah, we'll make our way across the water here first. That's camp all set up, and I think I might have been wrong. I think I might get the beach to myself. I think the last two people are just about to leave. Not that it matters up here, perfectly secluded up here. But the minute you're out, every time that wind drops, they're biting pretty fiercely. So if it drops properly this evening, then we're going to be in a bit of trouble. I poured some just cold water into my meal just to try and dehydrate it. I don't think it's going to be particularly nice, but it's better than nothing. Still slightly crunchy, but it's fine. It was sitting for maybe 25 minutes, I think. But yeah, like I mentioned earlier, I haven't been out for quite a while. I've been just stuck in my own head, really, for weeks now, and I've suffered with pretty severe depression pretty much all of my adult life, which unfortunately is the best part of 20 years almost now, and I don't really have a support network around me when it comes to this kind of thing. So sometimes when it starts to consume me, you know, it's up to me to pull myself out of it. I don't really have anyone else to help me, so it can be pretty tough at times. And yeah, I mean this year started pretty good for me, sort of mental health wise, but it's just kind of gone downhill from there for whatever reason. And yeah, just this summer's been pretty hard, to be honest. So yeah, I really had to sort of force myself to do this trip, and I knew I'd feel better for it, but it's just almost impossible with my brain to just make me do it sometimes. But I'm glad I'm here. But yeah, that was a bit depressing, wasn't it? No pun intended. Well, pun was intended. Here's some nice shots of the beach and a sunset. Unfortunately, we didn't get a sunset either. There's just a huge bank of cloud right along the horizon, just built up in the last half an hour, and the sun's just dipped behind it, so we're not actually going to see the sunrise itself. But yeah, I might have forgotten my gas stove, but I didn't forget some whiskey. Back with the Lefroy as well, the good stuff, if I can get it open. Can't get it closed now either. There Yeah, I'm probably not going to film much more tonight, to be honest. I'll keep an eye on this cloud because it does look quite impressive, but other than that, I think I'll just call it a night, and yeah, I'll see you in the morning. Morning folks, just preparing to go outside. The midge look horrendous. There's just swarms of them under the outer layer of the tent. There's actually quite a lot in here too, because when the wind dropped last night they were really bad, and even just the few seconds getting into the tent it was full of them, so I could feel them sort of biting me most of the night on the face. Slept okay, not too bad. It was a little bit too warm to begin with, but it wasn't too bad after that. So can't even have coffee this morning because I don't have my gas stove, obviously. So I'll probably just have a drink of water, some snacks, and maybe hang about on the beach for a little bit, and then just make my way back to the van. I went for a wander to the top of the hill this morning just to get a bit of phone signal, but the midge are horrendous, so I don't think I'm going to hang around here this morning. I'll probably get packed up and just make my way back to the van. Yeah, not quite the comeback video I was hoping for. A little bit of a disappointment, especially with the gas stove as well, but a dose of reality, I guess, and probably indicative of where my head is at the moment. I did have a Forest Thoughts planned, and I was going to talk about Cape Wrath and the very north of Scotland, and you know what happened to the forest, and why there still should be forest, but obviously you haven't seen it, so I'll save that for another video, I think. Oh, I suppose two things to mention. I don't think I did mention it, but the channel passed 3,000 subscribers a few weeks back, so that was nice. And still quite a few people subscribing, even though I haven't put a video out for a while, which is encouraging. And I suppose the other thing is I finally got a website and a blog up and running. It's just www.highlandwoodsman.com. I'll put the link in the description. It took me a while to get it going because there's so many options out there. It's hard to figure out, you know, what's cheapest, what's most efficient, and you know, all this kind of stuff. Another steep learning curve, but it's there. So if you want to go and have a visit, please do. I'll be kind of blogging about things outside of these videos, maybe more detail about the actual work that I'm doing, but also I'll probably link some of the blogs to some of the stuff I'm talking about, if you know what I mean. So I'll maybe do a forest thoughts and a follow-up blog if people want you know, even more detail than I've given here. So we'll see how it goes. You can subscribe as well. You can add your email address so you don't miss a blog post as well. So if you want to do that, it'd be much appreciated. But other than that, I think I'll call it a day there, and hopefully still see you on the next one.